Play that is more than play. Dogs and their ulterior motives during play. Please like and subscribe to support this great content. A lot of play, especially when dogs are getting to know each other, can be about control. Often my dogs will control space or resources during play, especially with a dog that has just moved into our house. We will explore some examples of this during this video.
A little bit.
Here, Annie is not concerned and greets this doodle nicely. There is no ulterior motive going on here. Annie starts to play a little bit, but then she also jumps on the wall. It's not clear whether she's trying to escape from the doodle who can't figure out how to get up there, or if she's getting up there to elevate herself above the doodle, both physically and psychologically. Char is playing, but she's also blocking the doodle from total freedom in the yard. Watch how she uses her body to stop the doodle from moving. Whoever controls space is usually higher ranking than the other dog who acquiesces space. They're playing, but there's also a message being sent during the play.
It's a little too strong for her. But she's doing all right.
Here Char totally blocks her, and she keeps some body pressure on her until the doodle sits down.
She's not letting her move around the yard. Chardonnay, back off. So I'm going to get Chardonnay out of this corner here.
Here they are running around the yard again, but Char stops her. And again, her body pressure initiates a sit from the doodle.
Chardonnay,
Over the course of the next few days, Chardonnay will relax in her controlling of space. She particularly does this when dogs are new and she's trying to set boundaries with the new dog. Here it looks like she's letting up a little bit, but then the doodle tries to come across the yard and Char quickly gets in front of her and blocks her here and here.
Chardonnay will cut in front of her and stop her. See, she just stopped her.
Notice there is no animosity. The doodle is not uncomfortable or scared of Chardonnay. In fact, she follows her around quite a bit.
Birds.
And here she stops the doodle from joining her and chasing the birds. Here is another dog who my dogs have known since he was a puppy. And this is all good fun play, but Chardonnay is also moving him a lot. She's putting her head down and kind of shoving him around. And then he diffuses the situation a little bit by eating a little grass. Here, Char gets between two dogs to control access to the black and tan dog. The shepherdy looking dog is new to my yard. She wants to play with Hawkeye, the black and tan dog. And you can see Chardonnay continuously keeps getting in between them to separate them so they can't play. Sometimes Chardonnay can be a bit of a control freak. as there's really no reason for her to do this that I can see. Both dogs want to play, and Chardonnay is being a real fun sucker. The ulterior motive here is controlling access to Hawkeye, who is Chardonnay's buddy. She keeps blocking them there and adds in a little snip. Blocking again, blocking again.
Char,
So,
knock it off.
once I have the video I need, I stop her. Here's Chardonnay playing with a puppy.
Day 3.
This is the third day the puppy's been at my house.
That's smart.
Notice the puppy is showing submissive postures often of rolling over and becoming a little bit still. Like here. So even though they're playing, the puppy is taking the more submissive role. Tipton gets involved in the play, but I think here he comes in a little intense for Chardonnay's liking, and she chases him off.
Under the ramp, yeah.
So this is pretty good play here. Everyone's having fun and running around.
Come on, Tipton.
But Tipton also teaches the puppy sometimes. I do have another video about rough play and how to stop it if you'd like to know more. And here the puppy is showing submissive behavior to Tipton as well. Tipton's being a little intense here, so Chardonnay swoops in and stops him.
Chard's like, that's too much. She's right.
So the puppy submits, then they both shake it off and they go do something else. Puppy runs to Chardonnay's stick and rolls on it, but rolls on it in a submissive manner, so Chardonnay lets her have the stick for a minute.
You're gonna get fumbled on.
You can see here still the puppy is rolling over more. So these ritualistic displays of submission are actually what keeps everyone peaceful. The puppy knows its place, Chardonnay knows her place, and everyone's okay with it. The puppy's also learning how to respond appropriately to other dogs coming up to her. So this is teaching her life skills.
I don't see anything with her with adults that is concerning.
Here, Chardonnay doesn't like Tipton being intense and tells him to buzz off again. And again, steps in using body pressure to keep him away from the puppy for a minute. Tipton's a little upset,
Come here,
so I
Tipton.
call him to me
Come here. You're too rough.
so he can
Too
relax.
intense, dude.
You see Chardonnay is kind of sniffing him. Again, some
Good
body
boy.
pressure there to calm him down. And then they all go back to playing. This dog is brand new at my house. Actually, this morning. He was found as a stray, so I kept him overnight. Found his owner this morning. But here, he's trying to play with Chardonnay. He's a young male puppy. And she kind of wants to play with him, but yet he's a little too excited for her.
Oh, Char.
So a lot of this
Oh, no.
play will be her also setting boundaries. I haven't done this in a long time, so I have Char on a leash. Like probably a year since I brought an adult dog in the house. Careful, buddy. See, she's moving him out of her space here. Him. Stepping forward, and he's moving back. He's acquiescing to her. And then he goes into a play bow. He really wants to play with her, but he is a little anxious and still a little excited. So Chardonnay isn't going to play with him quite yet. See, she's moving him here a little bit. He's got the like flirt ears. So he has what I call flirt ears, where they're pressed back and he's kind of being a little like spunky. Yeah, dude. So here Chardonnay actually does play with him. But you can see she's definitely the one taking more space from him. Char, easy. Kind of moving him around. She's also standing up more, and he's doing more of the play bowing posture. You see they're playing, but you see that she is more on like over the top. And she's still reprimanding him. Here is just play with no ulterior motives whatsoever, merely for the sake of playing, male and female, and they're just running around having a good time with each other. You can see here that the bodies are much looser, and there's no kind of taking space with the interactions here. It's really just trying to get each other to play and have fun.
I might have caught it.
Here's Chardonnay playing with two puppies. These two puppies are both female, and they're getting a little aggressive with each other, so Chardonnay is teaching them how to calm down and stop fighting. So when they get too amped here, Chardonnay barks and breaks them up. I had just gotten Chardonnay at this point, and I had been working on training her in the yard to help me with other dogs. And here she's doing a good job of just getting in between the puppies, using her Wookiee voice and some body pressure to calm these pups down. As soon as the puppy calms down, she moves away from it. And here she's keeping this one separate from her sister. This is some more puppy-dog interaction just for fun. There's no ulterior motives here, but just to have a good time. And Shiloh, the adult dog, is taking a submissive posture. So sometimes play can be a removal of the general rules that dogs have. And you can see here Shiloh is air humping a little. From my previous video, you'll see that that's her way to calm other dogs down. So here she's starting to show a little whale eye to the puppy, which means Shiloh's getting a little annoyed maybe. Here a little sniffing over the top of the puppy to calm the puppy down. My other dog, Annie, isn't participating yet. Here, the pup's gonna get a little feisty. You can see she's showing her teeth more, getting a little riled up. Shiloh's showing the whites of her eyes. Shiloh's again going over the top of her to try to calm her down, but Annie swoops in to help Shiloh out. Annie has much more of a presence with dogs.
Annie stepped in. Shy, shy. Shiloh.
Annie keeps playing with the pup. So again, this is play just for the sake of playing. There's not really anything going on now that the puppy's calmed down and is being more appropriate. And they all decide to go over to the digging hole to have some fun together.
All good play ends at the digging hole.
There are the two puppies again. And you can see here the play, even though these are little puppies, is a little rough. So sometimes play is actually mock fighting, and these two pups are practicing their fighting moves on each other. They would get into some pretty serious scuffles at my house, and here you can see one is shaking out the neck of the other puppy. This is not a play move. This is more of a predatory move. So Chardonnay helped me a lot with these puppies, and you can see here she's going to come in and separate them and tell them to calm down. This is also why we don't want to keep siblings together of the same sex. You can imagine when they get older how that behavior would escalate into some problems. Char separates them again with her body pressure. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check out my channel to see more great videos like this one. Thank you.